If you want to see somebody's true colors, let them know that you voted for Trump. As simple as that. Whether it's family, friends, an online audience that you may have been communicating to, let them know you voted for Trump and you will see the demons coming out of people. I saw demons oozing out of ears last night and well into this morning. Today's November 6, 2024, the day after the election. And let's just say that the party of love, unity, light, that the campaign of joy has turned into a vile cesspool of individuals who are making it their personalized mission to attack anybody. Anybody. They're eating their own now. That's the craziest part to witness. I'll be honest, y'all. That's the wildest part about this, is to see them consuming their own, the ones that they called, their allies. Now they're bashing the white woman, and now they're bashing, the gays who voted for Trump. Damn you. Now it's no longer about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now it's about FU or FDT. That's been the new one, right? Now that's what it's about. Those are the acronyms that they're using. No more DEI. It's FDT now. These individuals have become unhinged by the fact that this man, who literally took a bullet for this nation, physically as well as mentally and emotionally for the last 8 years, is now back in office trying to do the best that he can for a nation in despair, a nation who has been crying out, a nation who has chosen their leader based upon the fact of what's going on, as opposed to their emotional manipulated stance, as opposed to the propaganda, as opposed to the messaging that only feeds into their hatred. And we live in one of the most beautiful times ever. I'm so thankful for the internet. As much as I may sometimes have this love-hate relationship, at the end of the day, it is one of the greatest inventions ever, because we're exposed to everything. And that was the way it was always supposed to be. It was never supposed to be 3-5 television channels owned by the same person controlling a narrative. It was always supposed to be the people connected to the people. And so you see both sides. And so you can come on to my posts and curse me out and do whatever you want, because you have that freedom. And I stand for that freedom, mind you. If you disagree with me, I stand for it. I will vote for that freedom. I will always make sure that you have the right to say what you need to say. Simple as that. But it has been an incredible insight for me to see that one man's name can trigger so much in an individual, can show who they are at their core. These so-called healed, self-love, spiritually enlightened. Much of my audience, especially on Instagram, TikTok, was built upon, spirituality. I'm speaking of things that are of light, and I'm deluded into believing that these individuals actually stand for what they're speaking of, when in truth, it was the mere opposite. These individuals were given over to their quote unquote reprobate minds. They're given over to their hatred, fueled by their envy. It's a beautiful thing to see somebody's true colors, because now you know where you stand with them. They are oftentimes a chameleon. They are camouflage. So my pops was saying, he was making the comparison between Kamala and the chameleon. And I said, that's an incredible insight. And he was saying the Democratic Party has oftentimes been the party of the chameleon. Simple as that. Hiding in plain sight. Hiding its true intentions and its true agendas. Afraid to show what it truly is, right? That's incredible. That is incredible. Like it's still 8:47 a.m. PST right now, Cali time. Yes, I'm in Cali with an opinion of my own. Surprise, surprise. And the day has just begun. Now, the battle's been won, but the war is going to be waged on. I already know that. But the war for those of us on this side of reality, which is the concrete aspect of reality, we continue to do our very best, as we've always done. We continue to show up to work and do our best. We show up at home and give our family the best that we have. We build. We cultivate. We love. That's a foreign idea to these love and lighters. That's the place where I'm in a place where I'm going to be contemplating my message more and more at this point. Not even getting into a more political stance or whatever. Excuse me. But assessing whether or not I'm telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because now I realize that the actual truth is oftentimes triggering. If it's the whole truth, it's oftentimes going to be triggering. And sometimes I used to toe the line. I used to be very afraid to, kind of cross that threshold to make people feel uncomfortable. God forbid I trigger you in some way by speaking the truth. And so I would water it down. I would condense it. I would, find ways to sugarcoat certain ideas. But now I'm at a place where I'm like, you know what? I can't do that anymore. I can't lie to myself and I can't lie to anybody else. This woke mind virus has these people unhinged. They have lost their right minds and their left minds. They lost the whole brain. It's not operating anymore. They're in fight, like literally, they're in fight or flight. They're living in a perpetuated state of fight or flight. So all they know is to attack. I wish they would run, but they won't do that part. They're usually just, attacking or freezing. They don't know what to do with themselves. And I say to you, if you are one of them, it's time to heal. It's time to introspect. It's time to look at self. It's time to, God forbid, take accountability for your own life. These are the things that are going to aid you. These are the things that are going to actually help you. Continuing to play a professional victim is not going to do anything for you. I promise you. I know it's easier. I know it's something that's offered up to you continuously by those who purport to care about you, who do not care about you, but they enable the worst aspects of ourselves. I would encourage you. That's the most I can do. I would encourage you to at least begin to look at things a little different. Maybe ask the question, why did this happen? Instead of this is happening to us. That maybe there's a point over there. Instead of those terrible, SOBs, F them, unfollow. Like unfollow, sure, go ahead. You're triggered, do what you got to do. But at the very least, I say, you might want to observe. Now, for many, it's going to go over their heads. They just are what they are at this point. They're so given over to that belief system. They're so given over to their carnal minds, their animalistic brain, their reptilian brain, right? That they can't actually function in a cohesive and logical way. I understand that. But to some of y'all who actually can wake up, I'm letting you know it's never too late. It's never too late. This is bigger than politics and always has been. That's why Trump, a non-politician, has been able to step into that position, has been appointed into that position. Simple as that. If you want to see their true colors, let them know that you voted for Trump. Oh my goodness. I lost almost 1,000 followers and it's becoming like a game now. It's like it's extremely exciting for me because it feels liberating, it feels freeing because I no longer have kind of this, this vest on, like this weight vest on me, right? Of people's perceptions and opinions. Maybe if I say the wrong thing, then this happens. No, I've already said the worst thing in their reality. It's broken their algorithm. And so, here we are on the other side of the true colors. And it's a beautiful rainbow over there when they show their true colors. A beautiful one with browns and yellows and all types of other colors in there. They showed their true colors indeed.
I used to be afraid of the dark, place unknown like a heart in their heart. I used to see my life in the bar. Now the kids unchained, every shackle is lost. 2 steps in the moonlight, 2-step in the daytime. You just know when it feel right. You got a feeling the time's not. See you through those shades that I just threw on. Through my lenses, you just can't do no wrong. I fell in love with myself again. I fell in love with myself. I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taken. A 365, that's a